So what's it like living in Texas during winter? Hey, in this video, I'm gonna share the scoop on the winter in Texas. How cold does it get? Does it snow? Does it rain? Are there tornadoes in the winter? I'm gonna share some details on the months of December, January, and February in Texas. Hi, my name is Dana Pollard, and I'm a real estate agent in the state of Texas, and my team helps people narrow down where to live in this vast state of Texas. So if you were looking to move to Texas or move up in Texas, hey, fill out my dream home questionnaire below. And if you live in Texas and are looking to sell your home, fill out my Sell My House questionnaire below, and we are happy to help. Let's get on with the video. In Texas, it can get pretty cold in the winter times, but compared to some of those northern states, Texas is pretty reasonable. It's not too bad, and we do still have some sunny days. So let's start with December. At the beginning of December, leaves, they're still hanging on the tree at the beginning of the month, but with the first freeze, they will definitely fall off by then. And this is the time of year where the temperatures vary the most across the state. And so it can get pretty bitter cold at night in the Texas Panhandle and in West Texas, while South Texas and the coastal areas, they remain cool with a bit more humidity. Now in the Central Corridor, the average December high in Dallas-Fort Worth is 57, but in Austin, San Antonio, and Houston, it's about 63 or 64 degrees. And rain, it obviously varies across the state, but West Texas will see about 3 inches of rain in this holiday month of December, while the coastal areas get about 5 inches. In December, high school football playoffs are in full swing, and outdoor school soccer season, it kicks off. Early December has some nice days to put up Christmas lights. And we go big here in Texas with lights and yard decor. Many neighborhoods plan over-the-top lighting displays that draw hundreds nightly through the season. Even bigger displays can be found in major cities. So in Dallas-Fort Worth, check out the Christmas capital of Texas, historic downtown Grapevine. This is one of my favorite places to visit during Christmas season. Grapevine offers 40 days of fun leading up to December 25th, and this includes holiday train rides, parades, concerts, performances, and tons of Christmas shopping. Don't forget to visit the wineries while you're downtown Grapevine. Nearby, going to the Fort Worth Stockyards, you can have a cowboy Christmas with actual Longhorn trail rides or ride horses along the river. And a little further south, Austin has the Trail of Lights in Zilker Park. And of course, the Riverwalk in San Antonio, it's ablaze with lights and festive decor. And it is free to walk along and enjoy the atmosphere in really all these places. So while you're in San Antonio, book a private caroling boat. It comes with a driver, an iPad loaded with songs, and binders with music. Okay, come on, you know that's fun. Listen, if you want a live Christmas tree for your house, amazingly, Texas has more than 50 Christmas tree farms, so you can go cut your own. All you need is a pickup truck to haul it back to your house. December, it's chilly, but there are many days that you can still enjoy the outside. Now let's talk about January. Now, even though the average high in Texas for January, it's about the same as December, it still is the coldest month for Texas. So at nighttime, it can dip below 0 temperatures Fahrenheit overnight in the Panhandle and western parts of the state, and on occasion in, say, Dallas-Fort Worth area. But the sun is out on average about 16 days. And so you do still get some sunny days, maybe without a coat. Now, I know you northerners laugh a little at us with our hats and gloves at 55-degree temperatures, but you know, what can I say? We kind of got used to the warm weather. Now, rainfall, it is sparse, about 1 to 2 inches. Now, as for snow, Dallas-Fort Worth gets between 1 and 2 inches a year, and it may last a couple of days. maybe a week. While in Amarillo, they get an average of 17 inches a year. And of course, Austin and Houston, it's a little more of a rarity to get any snow at all. What's ironic is January, it's actually a good time for marathons. And it's a good time to enjoy indoor sports. Texas has an abundance of pro sports teams, and they're going strong in January. You can take in the Dallas Mavericks, Houston Rockets, or the San Antonio Spurs basketball game. And even though it's Texas, we do have hockey here with the Dallas Stars or the Texas Stars in the Austin area. Now, mid-January marks the beginning of the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, and it's a 3-week event featuring rodeos, competitions, exhibitions, rides, and really good food. This is one of my most favorite things to do is go to the rodeo. You have to experience it. Daily attendance normally before COVID was about 140,000 people, but of course with COVID, it's been canceled for 2021. To sum it up, January is not our marquee weather month, but it is tolerable. Let's talk about the month of February, okay? And then we're gonna talk about tornadoes and ice and hail, yeah. If we are going to get snow and ice, it's usually in the month of February. And I know you northerners like to make fun of us southerners for not being able to drive on the snow, but let me just say this, we're not talking about just snow, we're talking about like sheets of ice, and we don't have the equipment on the highways to be able to, you know, throw salt out and prep the streets for us, okay? So keep that in mind before you make fun of us. We don't have 4-wheel drive, now at least most of us don't, and we don't have the tires to accommodate. So what do? We all shut down and call it a snow day. Businesses, schools, not all the businesses, but many schools and offices will close down. Maybe they'll work from home on our snow days. And the kids are super excited. Everyone's excited. And one thing I like to enjoy is my fireplace. And many people go, what do you need a fireplace in Texas for? Believe it or not, it actually gets cold here. It just doesn't stay cold forever, okay? But I love my fireplace. Now, February weather, it can be all over the place with temperatures, ice storms, all the way to days where you can wear shorts and a t-shirt. And they do say in Texas, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. And that is very true for February. And if we get snow, it may just last a morning, or to our excitement, maybe a week if it's cold enough. And that is kind of very rare though. So the early part of February can be quite chilly, but it does start to warm up toward the end of the month, leading into March. So the average high for DFW is around 60 degrees. And then Austin, San Antonio, and Houston, their average high temperature is about 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Rainfall in DFW measures just under 3 inches, while San Antonio and Austin get about 2 inches of rain, and Houston slightly over 3. At this point in the year, Texans, we can't wait for spring and summer to hit. We are tired of being cold, and I know, call us big babies, but we don't like the cold weather here in Texas. Oh, there's some people that do. That's just me. So the question is winter a good time to shop for homes? And in Texas, yes. I mean, we can shop for homes year round here. There's just very few days, like an ice day, that we would not show homes. And even with COVID, we are still showing homes as well. And don't forget, we can take video tours. So if you can't make it to Texas, say you're in California or New York or Seattle, then we can take video for you and you can shop for a home that way. Before I forget, I wanted to talk a little bit about tornadoes because I get this question so often, and we are talking about the weather. And so tornadoes, in the winter, it's very rare. It'd be rare for us to experience a tornado in the winter, but I do want to give the 2 cents of, here in Texas, we're not like hanging on for dear life thinking and worrying about tornadoes. They are a rare occasion that they'll actually come through. In fact, I've lived here for a long time, and I've never experienced a tornado my entire life. So I'm not saying they don't happen, because we had one come through last October and it was pretty bad. Nobody died. But all that being said, I just haven't personally experienced one. So if you are looking to buy or sell a home in Texas, watch this next segment and fill out one of the questionnaires below. So Dana, tell me the next step. Well, hey, let's meet on Zoom. Whether you are a year out or even need to move this month, the next step is to fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below. In the Dream Home Questionnaire, you will paint a picture for me of what you want in a dream home and in a community. And after you share your favorite snack, you will click the submit button and an email will be sent to you with a link to book a consultation call with me via Zoom. We will get to meet online and you can ask me anything you want about Texas. Then we will narrow down some great areas for you. And when you're ready, I have a team to help you find the perfect home for your family. So go ahead, don't be shy. The link is below in the description. And while you're at it, follow me on Instagram and you can get to know me a little more in a more personal way. I look forward to meeting you.